Take a look at this. You're looking at a fairly new and dangerous designer drug, and it's made its way onto the streets of Northeast Florida.
It's being sold on the street as cocaine. It's being sold as MDMA, as ecstasy.
It's a synthetic drug that can cause adverse health effects.
According to the Drug Enforcement Administration, it's popping up at night spots. News4JAX IT reporter Eric Avignon covers DEA investigations, and he's joining us live with more on this new drug threat. Eric?
Yes, the new drug is called N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride, and it is categorized as a cathinone. Now, a cathinone is a natural stimulant that comes from a plant, but this particular drug is something different. That is because it is a synthetic cathinone, meaning it is a concoction of dangerous chemicals. Drinks, music, and casual conversation. Just another fun night out on the town.
We're seeing it in those areas.
But according to Jacksonville DEA Assistant Special Agent in Charge Mike Dubett, area nightclubs and bars are where law enforcement is finding a younger generation of people in possession of a new drug called N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride, a narcotic that people are buying in chunks and then cutting into powder to snort, inject, or smoke.
It's very cheap. It's about $150 to $200 an ounce. So, yeah, it's an alternative that people are turning to just because of the price and the effects that they're getting from it.
Those effects include an increase in energy and euphoria, similar to the effects of other narcotic stimulants. In fact, Dubett says the drug is often sold as cocaine, MDMA, and ecstasy.
So people are buying what they believe is cocaine, or people are buying what they believe is ecstasy, when in fact it is this chemical that's similar effects, but could be a little more intense and more dangerous.
Because N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride creates those similar effects, law enforcement says it also has the potential to deliver the same negative side effects, which include high blood pressure, rapid heart rate, hypothermia, hallucinations, dehydration, loss of consciousness, and death. Very little is still known about the drug. It was first detected in Sweden in 2014. Then 7 years later, it showed up in a U.S. toxicology report. Agent Dubett says 12 months ago, the drug started showing up in the Jacksonville metropolitan area. He says since then, there has been an uptick in activity involving N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride.
State, local, and federal government is aware of it and trying to go after the people that are responsible for distributing this thing on our street.
Several days ago, 70 pounds or 32 kilos of N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride was seized by U.S. Customs Border and Protection agents at Dulles International Airport. Agents say 2 boxes of the drug were sent from China and were listed on the manifest as beauty products. They were destined for an address in Washington, D.C. It's unclear if the people in China who shipped these drugs to D.C. are the same people responsible for supplying the same drugs to Northeast Florida. Now, Agent Dubett brought up another potential problem with this particular drug. Because it looks like chunks of cocaine and is sold as cocaine, an unsuspecting buyer may think he or she is getting the real cocaine when in fact they're getting something else. And he says because of that, that could potentially cause that buyer to resort to violence as in return. So, of course, I'm going to have more on that angle coming up at 11. Reporting live downtown, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.